Let me first congratulate Prime Minister Borisov for his outstanding leadership in steering Bulgaria towards more prosperity. You are now one of the fastest growing economies in the European Union. And that is now a consistent picture. It is a consistent figure. And I really commend you for that. Prime Minister Borisov, thanks to many years of experience, has positioned Bulgaria as a key player in the region and a linchpin of the EU towards the Western Balkan and Turkey. I also appreciate the active role Bulgaria is playing during its EU presidency in the debate on the future of European cooperation, guided by the leaders' agenda drawn up by Donald Tusk. As you know, the Netherlands' position is clear. European cooperation offers protection as well as prosperity for the member states. But the people of Europe don't see enough evidence of this. It has to be felt in day-to-day life. And therefore it is essential to focus on achieving concrete results. Therefore, Europe's motto must be under-promise and over-deliver. Migration, for example, is a crucial issue. So I'm pleased that Bulgaria is pressing for reforms to the common European asylum system during its presidency and very actively trying to bring all the parties together and to come to a common position. The Netherlands believes the EU must focus on achieving a good balance between solidarity and responsibility. And of course, every member state has to play its part, including when it comes to relocation of asylum seekers. But more needs to be done. Every aspect of this issue must be tackled, as Boyko Borisov has done in his premiership here in Bulgaria. We have to address the root causes of migration to reception in the region, from effective controls at the EU's external borders to an efficient return policy. So yes, this is a very complex issue and there's no easy solution. But I'm confident that we can make good progress over the next 6 months. During our meeting, Boyko Borisov and I also discussed Bulgaria's wish to join the Schengen area. We welcome the continuing Bulgarian aspiration to fully join the Schengen acquis. We acknowledge the work done by Bulgaria and Prime Minister Borisov's personal leadership in this effort. And really a lot has been done, particularly in the last couple of years, in implementing necessary policies to make this happen. But the work is not yet finished. Accession requires commitment and responsibility from all parties involved, also in Bulgaria, government, opposition, and of course society at large. Then we also discussed the Eurozone. Bulgaria can accede to the zone when the convergence criteria have been met. And I'd like to congratulate Prime Minister Borisov on his government's progress. But, as Jean-Claude Juncker recently said, still things need to be done. And I firmly believe that Bulgaria will succeed eventually, because the figures are moving in the right direction. I mentioned already the growth figures. I could also mention the state debt. I could mention the debt to GDP. And I could mention the other important criteria in terms of the Stability and Growth Pact and the figures which have to be there to make full accession to the Eurozone a possibility. And Bulgaria clearly is moving in the right direction. And then the last topic I'd like to mention, and we didn't have enough time yet to discuss it, but hopefully over dinner we'll come back to this, is the single market. Because the single market is still Europe's growth engine. But an engine that can still go up a few gears. And Prime Minister Borisov and I know this from our previous conversations, we share this view, that still more can be done. In 2016, during the Dutch EU presidency, we adopted an ambitious agenda for the single market. It included completing the digital single market and the single market for services. And I believe the result of all of this will be more economic growth and lots more jobs in all European countries, as well in the Netherlands as also here in Bulgaria. And by the way, the Netherlands still is the biggest investor in Bulgaria. So there is a big interest from both sides to make this happen. We'll take stock this spring about this whole internal market strategy, and I look forward to working with Boyko Borisov on this and many other issues. And we do this in the spirit of friendship, because we are amongst the longest serving prime ministers on the European Council. That means that we have gained an experience and we got to know each other. And I can tell you, I like this guy and he likes me, I know this.
Thank you.